All right. Always take a look at your team composition, especially playing Ana, because you need to know exactly who you're supporting, what your job is in this composition, who's going to be getting you ult charge, who's going to be protecting you, who's going to be doing all sorts of different things. This music is very banger. Let's see if we can find some chiller stuff. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. So, your composition. Ana, Winston, Junkrat, Genji, D.Va, and Lucio. So, what does this mean? Well, it means you're running dive, right? You're not running a dive. Well, Ana can be played with dive. And you're also... There's my ums again. Damn it. I gotta stop the ums. And you are also going to be probably supporting Nano Monkey. Well, Nano off the Monkey, yes. So you're going to be building a lot of ult charge from your tanks. In this situation, you're going to be paying attention for... see the Oz. God damn, back to it again. Back to not thinking about what I'm saying. You're going to be... oh my gosh. I just lost my train of thought. Give me a second. So, you're building ult charge, of course, off of your tanks. You really want to pay attention for when your Monkey jumps in, because that's when your Genji is going to be jumping in. Hopefully, too, that's when your Junkrat's going to be jumping in, but also Junkrat's kind of just whatever, messy. They're usually all over the place. They're not really with the team. So, you want to be kind of just keeping an eye out for him, especially he might be on the flank. You have a Lucio, so there's probably not going to be, like, hard... peel like there should be once you're up at a higher rank, obviously, but at this moment you just want to make sure you're staying alive and make sure you're paying attention to who the Lucio is helping stay alive, because at that point you can kind of plan out how you're stepping around whatever fight and how you're setting yourself up. Now, you are gold. This means you have a lot of easy things to learn, which is great. I liked being lower ranked because it was easy. I felt awesome doing kind of easy stuff. There are going to be a few things within your play that if you just got rid of them, if you stopped burning calories playing garbage, if you did, well, you said this was a good game in your thing. I like to look at losses, but I'm going to rip you apart because I'm going to rip you apart for your losses in positioning. Times and areas that you should be punished, times and areas that you should be, that you shouldn't be doing certain things. And we'll also take a look at like what mistakes the enemy make. And what mistakes the enemy made to be able to allow you to do certain things. Because in every single game, you actually hate low ranks because you never get punished. What's your highest rank? What is your highest rank here? And you may think you don't get punished, but if you're a lower rank, you do get punished. You just don't see it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Because if you want, and you're always welcome, join the Discord at some point too. I can show you this. We do a... Do I have it up here? We have a Overwatch report card, gamer skill report card going, that I can go and grade every single one of your skills. Like right now your aim is not okay. Whoa, I pressed the wrong button there. Oh my gosh. Okay. Right now your sensitivity is too high. You are I don't care. First, this is I always tell this. I've coached a lot of people. We've got a lot of SR. The you at your worst is the you we want to get rid of. So when you're fresh, you're raw, you're up, you're good, you don't know what's going on. Whatever your default is, that's your worst play. And we want to get rid of that. Why is it that a Grandmaster can roll out of bed and kick the ass of a bronze every single time? A bronze that's been practicing all day. He's working his ass off. Well, it's because the Grandmaster doesn't do shitty things, right? I'm a 2800 player, a pretty flat 2800 player. When I try hard, really hard, I can get to Diamond. That I think Diamond's a shit rank too. Diamond players are crap. Platinum players are crap. Every player's crap until you get like top 500, and then it, like once you start to review the entire game, it is that way. Okay, so why? Well, there's gonna be a million different things. Let's pull this back. I'll just point this out, and we're not gonna go because the rank you're at, there's gonna be some larger stuff that maybe we gotta worry about, but there's a reason why some of these shots are really hard, and it's not because you're not warmed up. Okay, real quick, you're exposing yourself while you're shooting at your teammates. You see this angle? This is really brutal. All right, because if they have a Widowmaker, if they have a Hanzo, and you're too busy focusing on healing your team, they're going to clap you right away. There's just no doubt about that. So this is one major thing I don't want you to ever do. Okay.
I will keep you real.
Second major thing, why are you throwing your nade here? There is no reason, under zero circumstances, under any game, should you ever be throwing your nade here. Why? Because your nade is 100 times more valuable than a regular shot. Hydro, dude, thank you for the subs. Oh my god, jeez. And Ghost got it this time. Awesome. We're reviewing Soap. This is their game, playing Ana. There's no reason. Your brain right now shouldn't be going, I need to throw a nade. Even if I woke you up at 2 a.m. and then and beat your ass. No, I know I'm being very hard. I want to be very, and I'm being soft because I'm gonna be very hard. That's why we're here. Okay. I'll praise you for good plays. Don't worry, we'll get to that. But I need to point this out right away. Because even, again, if I dragged your ass at 2 a.m., beat you with a friggin' sock full of potatoes, and then put you in front of Overwatch, then there's no way in hell I would ever say, that anybody would say throw this frickin' nade. Okay? This is a bronze nade. Why? Again, it's like, well, you can shoot. Like, how much ammo do you have? You have 12, you have a full frickin' gun, right? Yet you're using this item
Get healed.
that could heal multiple teammates and can anti-nade the enemy team, stop the enemy team from being healed, and you're doing it while you're exposing yourself to the enemy team. This is butt clenching. This is like scary as frick. Now, what mistake did the enemy ball make? Right, this is a big thing. What mistake did this enemy ball make? Do you know? I know. He didn't jump you. He jumped the front line. This is what bad balls do. Bad ball. Okay, I don't know. It's the phrasing. But what he should be doing right now, this is his job, is to scout. He's looking for that back line. He's looking, seeing if you have a Zenyatta or an Ana, or like maybe even a Brig. Sometimes it's reasonable to jump. You can do it if she's out by herself. You want to be looking for maybe a Baptiste that's taking a weird angle, right? Like, that's what he's looking for. And what you're doing right now is you're giving it to them on a platter. So how would you do this what's a better way of doing this? Well, as soon as I'm on it, if I'm walking out this way and I'm taking a peek at my team, I do a quick check. Who's low health? Anybody low health? Maybe somebody's low health? No, we're good. Then we're going to cross into here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to jiggle peek. And now I'll go into jiggle peeking in after we watch a little bit more of this, because this first engage is always what matters the most in any single game. It's always what matters. Like, yeah, we're just gonna break this down. So I'm trying to. There's so many things I want to talk about at one time. I probably got ADD or something like that. Another even though I shouldn't be doing that. But we're stuck. You can see all these little things. They're adding up. I don't care about the aim here. I care about the decision making. Lucio is low health, but on the payload. What's more important? Saving your life, standing in a safe spot, or healing a Lucio who's probably safe? Well, probably get yourself to a safe spot.
Watching your back. Walk it off.
Either your sensitivity's way too high or something else is going on because you're way overshooting. I hate this. Okay, what do I hate?
Keep you healed.
This is something that I rip on my community all the time for. Everybody under Platinum does this all the time. Every time. Your sense is at 7 for both. This is my sense. 3.70, 800 DPI. But this is pros usually have. That's what I've copied, kind of pro stuff. Do you see? Can you see what I hate? Overwatch sensitivity is a little bit different, Yuvara, than Minecraft. Yes. Okay. I bet you. Look. Everybody's the same rank. Pretty darn close to it, too. What else do we got? Who else? Is anybody else alive? Nobody else is alive. Look at your Genji. Oh, well, I know, but you're not a regular Overwatch player, right? Your story at 70 and 100, not 10. I don't know what that sense is on, but either way, like you can take a look. This is what mine's at. 3.7, and then if I pull up my mouse settings. I know this, whatever, but performance 800 DPI. But you don't have to copy me if you're a taller person, if you're whatever. But that doesn't really. It's one thing. Look at this. Look at this. Why do golds and below always stand in the middle of the road? Like, look at this. We are gonna have to go over jiggle peeking. I think jiggle peeking will give you like 200 SR. Walking down the middle of the road. There's a sidewalk, you know. There we go. We're up on the sidewalk. Your team is fighting, by the way. I don't know if you know that. You are introducing chaos to your own game right now. That's the problem. You are introducing chaos to your own game. I'll show you how in a second.
This is going to hurt.
So, well, actually, let's keep moving. Let's keep playing this. I want to see more. A little more. We'll watch till we get to the first point here. Nano and the monkey. Okay. You're standing in the middle of a frickin' fight right now. This is okay. Okay, we'll back this up. I'm going to show you first the path that a pro-ish would take on Ana. Okay, let's try and find a good angle here. Right there. Okay, and then we pull up Epic Pen. This is the path that a pro would take on Ana. Down from here. 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 And then maybe potentially mix her way from here to here. Drop down. Here. Rotate. Potentially here. Then drop down into the health pack. and then cross here, and then on the next point. Okay? I want to show you your path. Okay? And this is just like... It's a bit of a meme. But it's like this. Right? Now, this is you introducing chaos to your own play. There doesn't need to be all this extra motion if you set yourself up one position at a time. If you really think about why would a pro take these really tight spaces? Well, it's because there's going to be certain sections, that they're able to fight and really prioritize. Okay, so let's just put it in green. So a pro support maybe stops here, because then what they can do is they can heal their tank. They can toss an anti-nade, hit the enemy team right here. They can shoot the enemy Genji that's bouncing around right there, and then they win the fight. And then they move to the next position. Okay? So then they move to the next position. Let's back this up. They move to this position. Why do they move to this position? So they can heal their tank that's right here. So they can quickly pick the enemy... What's the enemy team here? Pick the enemy Hanzo that's standing out right here. You lost? Oh, get good cheer. Sorry. So that you can quickly anti-nade the guys that are in the gas station. Right? And they do this one step at a time. I will quickly show you. I'll walk through this. And we'll keep going through a little bit more after. But I want to quickly show you kind of how I would engage this.
Ready for battle.
As an Ana in your position. And we'll do it with slow motion.
Justice delivered. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers.
Okay.
incoming.
Slowing it down. Quickly, take a peek. Is there a Widowmaker? Look at our Junkrat. He's going up top. Keep an eye on him. He might take damage. Rotate around this side. Drop down. Monkey's jumping in. Maybe pop some healing on him. Take a little look around. Mercy is right beside the rock. Because we're at a good distance, I'd try and throw a nade right at the rock. Could be worse. You could have some... Yeah, Shears almost masters pretty consistently. You throw the nade at the rock. Maybe anti-nade the enemy team. They have to pull back a little bit. Your team starts pushing forward into that space. I would rotate up around here. Take a quick peek. There's a Junkrat right there. Take a few shots at the Junkrat. See if we can push him out of it. Our Junkrat wins, so I start to push up. I start to heal him. We look down the side. Ball engages on my team. I sleep the ball. Turn. Make sure everybody's full health. We are safe. Keep going. Walk forward a little bit. See the entire enemy team is standing right there by the sign. Throw the nade over the top. Pull back a little bit because the enemy team is now looking at me because I just threw the nade, and support my team by breaking the shield. And let's say we'll just keep playing it. So I see we push up here with the Junkrat, throw the nade over the top. Junkrat pushes in, gets a bunch of damage off from the top. I put damage in the front. We start shooting the Yana because she pushes out.
The pain is coming.
One of my... Well, we end up getting a pick on the what's it called? Oh my god. Sigma. Right? Ball starts pushing in like this. We're still hanging up here. We sleep the ball. Ball drops. Tanks take care of the ball. Maybe I'll nade him too. We get the kill. Now I can slip past here. Enemy team is all pushed out. Maybe I'll get a kill on this dude with that's fighting my Lucio. Do you see how this all adds up? Does that make sense? As a position. Next, we'll skip forward a little bit. Pretend that we already won the fight. Because we just did. 1 second. There we go. Payload's moving forward. Now the payloads move past me at this point. I wouldn't be on the ground here. This is absolute suicide, right? We're going to walk over this way. And I know this is in slow motion, but I'm talking faster than I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking right now. So now, So we step out here. Look at this. Oh my god, free damage as these guys step out, but also the team is basically full health, so I don't need to worry about healing them at all. I can just worry about taking a few shots. Maybe, look, Winston jumps in, maybe I get a really far nade off. We know the enemy Ana's right there. We've seen her pop out. Maybe we can get a nade right in that tiny little crevice at the moment to help our Winston jump in and get that kill. So as that pushes forward, I can now rotate here, quickly heal my Junkrat because my Junkrat just got shot, and there's a Reinhardt right pushing my team. As the Reinhardt pushes out, I rotate around here, keep healing my Junkrat, who's probably going to die at this point instead of him dying, right? You'll see. Okay. We start pushing forward. Maybe I keep rotating around here, and then, oh, look, he goes down like this. We can nade or sleep the Mercy. Get a kill on the Mercy, pull back. We're perfectly safe. Nothing's going to kill us. That Hanzo, he's still pushing out. We don't know that he's coming from spawn, but we know that he was killed earlier, so we should have this kind of timer in the back of our head. Okay, we start pulling back. Oh, look at this Reinhardt. He's now down below us. Well, let's keep pulling back around here, and then we'd still... So there's all these things that I would do in the time that you're standing in one little spot waiting. Going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. You see how, like, now we gotta stand here. Your team's fighting. You know, like, because you're not just safe. If you were safe in here and just getting picks, you'd be able to go, oh, quick healing, and then quick healing. But instead it's like, oh shit, okay, Monkey, you gotta heal him. There's all these little things that are adding up to this really awkward play. Nade for no frickin' reason. And see, because you're now standing out in the open, technically, you could just be peeking out and go get the Junkrat kill, and because your Junkrat's coming to help you, it'd be okay. You feel you're positioning. So you're positioning right now. You're positioning, yes. Actually, that we'll focus. Positioning will be number one because this will inform everything else. Your aim will get better. Your cooldown management will get better. Everything will get better. Because you can stop all this. And this is called overheal. This is not a stat we have in Overwatch, but it's a general stat to just put in the back of your head. You never want to overheal. Overhealing is a waste of healing. It means you've used extra healing that you don't need to use on people.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Jumping off the high ground for no freaking reason, right into the middle of the fight. And then you guys end up getting it. So like, why are this is sadly some of your best positioning. Recently used to stand on card all the time. Yes. So this is going to matter the higher up you get, but if you don't apply to the low ranks, it's going to make getting out of that low rank really, really, really hard. Right? There's actually a concept. I think if I pull this to the very end, we're not going to watch the whole thing because I think this is very easy to understand. Like every time I see you, we're going to go over jiggle peeking in just a second. But I hate this. I hate this. It makes me so friggin' tilted if my Ana was doing this. Standing right out in the middle. Right out in the middle, just shooting. But, okay. Here's a concept that your tanks aren't really using at the moment, but you want to be able to use at a very end. And I'm going to give it to you as like a, this is an easy 50 to 100 SR. Okay. When you're in the middle of a point like this, it's going to be the support's job to push the payload. Because the tanks want to push up as far as possible to screw with the enemy so that you can push the payload as far as you want. Once you get to the middle here, just a little bit further, this is where you do a handoff. Okay, very specifically. And there's many situations where you do handoffs in the game. But you want to go from pushing the cart for your team to then giving it to your tanks who are in the front line and backing out to support your tanks. Now, you can hide right here, move over here if you need to, help your team, and you're perfectly safe. I don't know if you know this, but the payload heals. So that's why you want to pull your way up to the fight with the payload, because that payload is going to keep you alive. And then you use the payload, like right here. This is where you want to use that payload to now pull into a position of safety. Right? This is a way better spot to be. Because everything else that I go over here about how to counter the enemy is going to be built off of this concept. I could say, oh, you need to sleep this guy. Oh, you need to heal this guy. Oh, you need to, nano this guy. Oh, I could do all that. We can go into that. But if like your fundamental positioning isn't there, then you're never going to get into the position to do these things in the first place. Like, yeah, your ult usage could definitely be improved. Like, you see this? This is where you hand this fight off to your tanks. And then you go, nope, not my fight anymore. I'm just going to hang out here. Keep an eye out. Set up. Right? Prepare. Maybe I'll hide right here. This is a reasonable spot. See what damage I can get off. See what things I can help. But this is not your fight to be out in the open in. Let's take a look. Because that ball should be on you right now. It feels like you have to push the payload, but you don't. Just give it to your tanks. If your tanks fail, back up. Try again. Wait for them. Set up, do another one. This is so scary. You got hit by the ball? Ooh.
Watching your back. You look tired. Double healing enough.
Okay. Okay.
Victory.
What I notice is you're trying to do the right thing. I'll point that out. Right? If someone's throwing a punch at you and the answer is to duck, yeah, you're ducking. I'm seeing you duck out of the way. Okay? But the problem is that you're in a ghetto bar. And we don't want you to get punched. We just want to get you out of that position where you're getting the punch thrown at you in the first place. Right? You're in a place where people are drunk and rowdy. You're in the middle of a fight. And, like, you're getting smashed. Where you want to be the guy on the outside. You want to be, especially as support, you want to be the ambulance, right? When they pull the bodies out of the building and they're like, okay, maybe this is a really dark analogy. I don't want to, okay, let's not, I just realized how dark that analogy is going to get. Let's not, anyways, you're just putting yourself in the fire. Okay? Let me pull up, there's an again. Damn it, why do I keep doing that? Okay, so quick notes on Ana movement. Quick little bits on Ana movement. You never want to be standing here.
Justice delivered.
Even I'm trying not to jiggle. I'm just naturally doing it. You never just want to be heal, 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 heal. Right? What you want to do is you want to jiggle peek. Every time you shoot, you jiggle.
You're
Peek,
going to be
peek,
okay.
peek, peek. Every single time. Peek. Peek. So now we're gonna break this down a little bit more, right? We're gonna take this to a whole higher level of gameplay. Which one of my teammates is the lowest? When I peek,
I will
get the lowest. Heal him up. Oh, now he's low. Jiggle peek him. Now I don't need to look at the other guy for a second. Now I can jiggle peek the other guy. Reload. Wait a second. Who's the lowest? Who's the lowest? He's the lowest.
Get back in.
Now he needs help. I know if I heal one first, and I can go to the other. You have a main tank mentality if you're 20... Okay, I'm going to point this out. If you're in gold, you don't have any mentality. I know seems very harsh to say, but gold players don't have and they don't change up their play style. They never have. I have never seen a gold player ever in my life change up their play style. If their peak is gold. Okay, if they're a tank player and they're in platinum, and then the rest of their stuff is in gold, then it's like, okay, they know how to play their style, because platinum is like a real commitment to, not commitment to the play style, but it's a starting of a commitment to the play style, starting a commitment to like what it means to be that hero. If you're all in gold, it may feel like you're doing that, but you're probably not, because as Sigma, it's the same thing. Okay, it's shoot, 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 jiggle peek, shoot, shoot, jiggle peek, shoot, shoot, jiggle peek, shoot, shoot. Right? It's which one of the enemy team is the lowest. You should be doing this every time. Doesn't matter what you're playing. Peek, 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 peek. I'll pick another hero. I'm gonna pick a Roadhog. Reinhardt. Let's pick. I play a shit ton of Reinhardt. Hanging around the corner, waiting, waiting, waiting. Fire strike. Step back. Waiting, 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 waiting. 3, 2, 1. There's someone to the right. Fire strike. Step back. Waiting, waiting. Roadhog. Actually, you can say Winston. Where's the Winston projectiles? Well, you're doing this. Whoops, I'm bad at that. Around the corner. Zap him. It's normally Reinhardt, Monkey, or Zarya. Zarya.
Together we are strong.
Peek. 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 Oh shit. Peek. I'm really bad at Zarya. Peek. 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 Always like this. And there's a reason why I can tell you that every single hero should be the same. This is because if you were like a really good tank player, again, this would be so fundamental. There's a reason why Grandmaster players are Grandmaster across the board. There's a reason why Master players are Master across the board. There's a reason why, like, it's because they have the fundamentals that work with the style they're playing. That jiggle peeking, boom, 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 everything, everything, doom, boom, 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 uppercut, check, boom, right, dive, check, boom, step away, every single time, every hero. McCree, Cassidy, or Ashe.
My business,
Peek.
my rules.
Peek. I'm bad. I can't aim. Peek. Oh my god, I can't aim. Peek. Peek.
Courtesy
Right?
of the Deadlock Gang.
Peek. Peek. I can't aim for shit today. Peek. Peek. One sec. So I shall only play Zarya if Ryan or Monkey haven't picked it. Whatever you play, I want you to focus on that. Okay, and that's gonna be 100 SR. Just jiggle peeking alone is 100 SR, no problem. And there's a reason for it. There's a again, damn it. There's a reason for it specifically, and it's the reason. The reason is how gold players play, how they hold corners. If I was to play up against a gold player who's holding the corner, I know, and I'm set up in such a way that I know when he has the corner or when I have the corner. A gold player will just step the corner every time.